Today's video, we're going to look at Shedeur Sanders. We're going to look at his senior year highlights from 2024. If you don't already know, I've not watched any college football from the last season. So everything that I'm going to be watching is brand new to me and my eyes. So all these comments that I'm going to be making are with no bias from anybody else's perspective, from any college game tape prior. So let's get started. This first highlight, it's coming from Breakshot Media. Shout out to them. Let's go and see what happens. So, okay, pause here first of all. If this is what it's going to be like for the entirety of these highlights, the offensive line is crumbling as we speak. It's a good pass. I think this is obviously going to be a completion, but the purpose of these highlights is to show just because he's got a completion, whether or not what he's doing will translate into the NFL. Straight away, the fact that he's stepping into the pocket when he's got two defenders standing on top of him, one is about to pull him down to the ground. That's good, particularly if he's going to a bad team, if he's drafted high in the draft. Okay, first thing first, he stepped back he stepped back far, probably because he knows the O-line's not going to hold up. Secondly, the fact that he steps up into this pocket shows guts. If he's drafted early, he's going to see a lot of this pressure in his face, so the fact that he's willing to make these passes, it's a good sign. The fact that the defender is wide open, literally the most wide open he could be, kind of devalues the completion. The good thing about this is the fact that he actually steps up to make the throw and gets the ball to the receiver. The fact that it goes, does it go for a touchdown? Good arm strength to get it there. Yeah, it cuts inside. Let's take a look at this one. Another pass where he gets hit as he's throwing. Again, I have no idea who is the defensive coordinator for North Dakota State, but there's no way in the world he's happy looking at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders within 15, 20 yards of the player. The ball is clearly going in that direction, and not a single attempt at intercepting that pass, which clearly could have been intercepted because the quarterback had his arm hit. Next play. Again, what? That's hard to look at if you're in any way defensively minded. How can he be that open? There's no pressure on the quarterback, and still, how can you let a guy get that far behind you? Okay, yeah, definitely this is a problem. Let's go back. So cover 2. This is going to Travis Hunter, I'm pretty sure. Is it Travis Hunter that gets it? Yeah. So it's going to Travis Hunter. What's happening here? There's 1, 2, 3. There's no blitz. It's an RPO, and the defender falls down. The likelihood of that actually working in the NFL is less than 0. Definitely less than 0. We look from the start. Yeah, cover 2. So let's put an NFL defense in here with Travis Hunter and Sanders. Sanders throwing the ball to Hunter against an NFL defense in this exact same defensive alignment. What's the result? What's it going to be? First off, in that situation, 3rd and 3, yeah, you've got to be concerned with the handoff and the RPO. That's fine. I don't, no problem with that. But an NFL defense is going to be lined up, anticipating going to Travis Hunter, and nobody's going to have to be. No defensive back is going to be falling over himself, turning around like that, trying to get to Travis Hunter. Also, the safety is going to be going backwards, not forwards. The linebacker's job is to go forward, not the safety's job. So the safety going forward is just pointless. Why he's going inside when clearly he should be going outside to Travis Hunter? Yeah. Oh wow, that's this. Okay, this is Colorado State against Colorado. First highlight in this game, and this is definitely one where the NFL teams around the league are looking at this and thinking, yep, if we can do this throw every day, we can make it work. So I don't know why the Colorado State defense is lined up this way. We have two wide receivers out to the left on the open side, and you've got what looks like cover one probably. So I mean, obviously this inside slant, easy for a touchdown. Now the play design is quite easy. You look at it and you think, yeah, well, obviously this is what's going to happen. This is what Brett Favre was doing with Greg Jennings so many times. This is like one of the easiest completions, but not always executed well. Again, more pressure in his face. Deep pass, but how on earth? I mean, it's a great pass, good route, good timing. But there's three defenders there. The two deep defenders should be thinking about converging a little bit more sooner. It's impressive that he's made this connection to the wide receiver, more so because he doesn't properly set his feet. That's where his feet are when he's making this throw behind the 50-yard line. The feet aren't set properly, so it's no surprise that he hasn't got a deep connection on the pass. This highlight looks quite interesting. The arm strength is definitely there. So he's throwing this from the 20-yard line. It's an interesting one to look at. The first thing is that he's patting the ball, which he'll have to have this coached out of him. You can't pat the ball when you're making this pass. Where is it? It's here. There we go. So he can't pat the ball in the NFL. That's taking way too much time. Gives too much indication to the defenders that you're about to make a pass. Good accuracy, good power, strong throw. Put it where the receiver could catch it. But the actual mechanics of the throw are a bit of a question. That pat there, unnecessary. You have less time in the NFL to make this throw, so you don't want to waste it. You don't waste that time patting the ball. Let's look at this one. What to say about this? Okay, it's an in-out, so the wide receiver at the top comes in, goes out. When he receives this ball, he doesn't do anything except look left. Left, left, left. There's two receivers. Okay, there's two receivers on the left of the field. We've got what looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so quite a strong blitz. And for some reason, that's the joke. Where are you? What are you doing? Number 13 for Kansas State. What did you think you were doing? I mean, it's not even a delayed blitz. He's coming more than 10 yards back. He's coming back. He's jogging towards the quarterback. in case it's a quarterback sneak. But from that point, it's pointless because you're not going to close him down quick enough. But the fact that he's looking left here is a bit of a question mark on him. And it might be nitpicking because perhaps he's not doing this all the time and he knows he's only got 2 defenders. But again, in the NFL, it's just not going to be this easy. You can't look to the left. It's a great pass. It's a great catch. Timing's there. The accuracy is there. But just a bad idea. Constantly look down your receiver. Again, with the pat, that's the most egregious version. Like, this. Oh. This is okay. Red zone defense in the NFL. Defenders are just waiting for you to make an attempt at going for a touchdown. They know that you're most likely trying to get the ball in the end zone, obviously. There are not that many teams in the NFL playing coverage like this, where you've got clearly only a one-on-one on one side of the field. Okay, you've got 3 defenders or 3 wide receivers at the top, and you need to cover them, obviously. But for what reason do you need 2 linebackers in the game here? Like, this defense makes no sense. So to begin with, there's going to be that extra covering defender on the back end from at the bottom of the screen. Let's just run through. Pats the ball, throws deep. Good coverage from. It is good coverage, but on those jump balls, that jump ball is just like you're beat before the ball's even come. Like, look at the size difference instantly. Like, you can clearly see there's a mismatch here on the field, and that's why you're thinking, why would the defense put the cornerback in that situation where it's a clear jump ball situation? There's no reason for the defenders to be in this situation at all. Again, good pass, back shoulder fade. He actually does look off. So previously he wasn't looking off. This time he's clearly looking off to the left, and then throws the back shoulder fade to the right. The only thing wrong with this, again, he's got to get rid of that pat. Not good. Again, let's see. He's going to pat the ball. See, I think when he's running with the ball, he's not so inclined to pat it. He's happy just to throw when he sees the open man. And this is one of those, you can't, obviously, he's going to be told not to do this in the NFL. You can't run right, throw left. It's prime INT material. Stare down your receiver, pat the ball. That's everything wrong with this game at the moment, I think. He's got 3 receivers to the left and he stares down the entire time. There's 3 defenders over there. Probably 4 by the time he lets the pass go. Let's look. Steps back. Constantly looking left, pat the ball. Slightly underthrown. Defender never turns around. If the defender turned around, that would have been an absolute certain INT. That's that. That was it's impressive work because he's taking the chances that he needs to take. There's been times when I'm looking at the score in these games, he's not in a good position. He's not. His team aren't putting him in great positions all the time. He's getting pressure in his face all the time. He looks like he's confident enough to take the hits if he needs to. The accuracy in his throw seems quite good. The short distance passing is quick. The deep balls seem to sail a little bit. The panning of the ball is going to be coached out of him pretty quickly. If I was him, I would hope that I go to a team coached by Mike McCarthy, because he will QB school that out of him pretty quickly. Definitely think he's got a future in the NFL. But it'll be a bumpier ride with him than it will be for Chicago with Caleb Williams. I think he's not got the same skill level as Caleb Williams, but he does have what it takes to definitely play NFL football. So it was good.